A renewed conflict tensions flare on the Israel-Lebanon border, bringing the region to the brink of a larger crisis. The Israel-Lebanon border, a region with a long and tumultuous history, is once again a focal point of conflict. This area has seen numerous clashes over the decades, each leaving a lasting impact on the communities living here. Recent weeks have witnessed a dramatic escalation in violence, shattering a period of relative calm and raising fears of a wider conflagration. Civilians on both sides are caught in the crossfire, their lives disrupted by the constant threat of attacks. The current situation is marked by rocket fire, military incursions, and a palpable sense of uncertainty. Each day brings new reports of skirmishes and retaliatory strikes, adding to the growing tension. The latest round of hostilities erupted following a series of events that quickly spiraled into open conflict. What began as isolated incidents have now escalated into a full-blown confrontation, with both sides unwilling to back down. Understanding the current situation requires delving into the intricate web of events that have led to this point. Historical grievances, territorial disputes, and political maneuvering all play a role in the ongoing strife. Both sides have engaged in a dangerous game of brinkmanship, each action prompting a reaction from the other. This cycle of provocation and retaliation has created a highly volatile environment. The international community has expressed deep concern over the escalating violence, urging both sides to exercise restraint and seek a peaceful resolution. Diplomatic efforts are underway, but progress remains slow and uncertain. However, with tensions running high and mistrust deeply ingrained, the path to de-escalation remains fraught with obstacles. The voices of ordinary people, calling for peace, often go unheard amidst the clamour of conflict. The situation remains highly volatile, with the potential for further escalation looming large. As both sides continue to prepare for the worst, the hope for a peaceful resolution seems increasingly distant. Operation Northern Shield expands. IDF increases presence in southern Lebanon, marking a significant shift in the region's military dynamics. In response to the escalating situation, the Israel Defense Forces, or IDF, have launched Operation Northern Shield, significantly bolstering their military presence in the volatile border region. This move comes amid rising tensions and frequent skirmishes, necessitating a robust response to ensure stability. This operation, which was initially conceived as a defensive measure, has evolved into a more assertive posture, reflecting Israel's determination to deter further attacks and maintain its security. The IDF's strategy now includes preemptive measures to neutralize potential threats before they materialize. The IDF has deployed additional troops, tanks, and artillery units to the border, establishing a formidable security cordon. These reinforcements are designed to create a buffer zone, preventing any hostile incursions and ensuring a rapid response capability.
The increased military presence is intended to send a clear message of deterrence to Hezbollah and its Iranian backers. By showcasing its military might, Israel aims to dissuade any aggressive actions and maintain a strategic upper hand in the region. Israel has vowed to respond forcefully to any further aggression, raising the stakes in this dangerous standoff. The IDF's high command is continuously assessing the situation, ready to adapt their strategies to counter any emerging threats.
The expansion of Operation Northern Shield marks a significant development in the ongoing conflict, signaling Israel's readiness to escalate if necessary. This proactive stance underscores the gravity with which Israel views the threats from across the border. The move has drawn criticism from some quarters, who fear it could further inflame tensions and lead to a wider conflict. Critics argue that such a heavy military presence might provoke, rather than prevent, hostilities, potentially dragging the region into a prolonged confrontation. However, Israel maintains that its actions are purely defensive, aimed at protecting its citizens from attack. The IDF's official stance is that these measures are necessary to safeguard national security and ensure the safety of its population amidst an unpredictable and volatile environment. Hezbollah responds, missile strikes and strategic calculations. The recent escalation in the region has brought the long-standing tensions between Hezbollah and Israel to a boiling point. Hezbollah, the powerful Iran-backed Shia militant group that maintains a significant presence in southern Lebanon, has responded to Israel's military build-up with a show of force of its own. This show of force is not just a mere reaction, but a strategic move to assert its dominance and readiness. The group has launched a barrage of rockets and missiles into Israeli territory, demonstrating its ability to strike deep within the country. This capability underscores the group's extensive arsenal and its preparedness to engage in prolonged conflict if necessary.
Hezbollah's actions are seen as both a response to Israel's military operations and a calculated attempt to demonstrate its military capabilities. By showcasing its strength, Hezbollah aims to send a clear message to both its adversaries and supporters. The group has vowed to continue its attacks until Israel withdraws its forces from Lebanon and ceases its aggression. This vow is rooted in a long history of conflict and resistance, reflecting the deep-seated animosities and unresolved issues between the two sides.
Hezbollah's actions have drawn condemnation from Israel and its allies, who accuse the group of deliberately targeting civilians. These accusations add another layer of complexity to the already volatile situation, fueling further animosity and distrust. The recent exchange of fire between Israel and Hezbollah has raised fears of a wider conflict, with both sides seemingly locked in a cycle of escalation. Each attack and counterattack brings the region closer to a full-scale war, with devastating consequences for all involved. The situation remains highly fluid, with each side carefully calibrating its moves and assessing the other's intentions. Military leaders on both sides are engaged in intense strategic calculations, weighing the risks and potential outcomes of their actions. The coming days will be crucial in determining whether the situation spirals further out of control or if a fragile ceasefire can be reached. Diplomatic efforts are underway, but the path to peace is fraught with challenges and uncertainties. The international community watches closely, hoping for a resolution that will bring lasting stability to the region. Iron Dome tested analysing Hezbollah's missile capabilities. A crucial aspect of the current conflict is the role of missile technology, particularly Hezbollah's arsenal and Israel's Iron Dome defence system. Hezbollah possesses a formidable array of rockets and missiles, many supplied by Iran, posing a significant threat to Israeli population centres and infrastructure.
The group's arsenal includes short-range rockets capable of hitting targets in northern Israel, as well as more advanced long-range missiles that can reach major cities like Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. This arsenal, constantly being upgraded and expanded, represents a constant challenge for Israeli defense planners.
Israel's Iron Dome, a sophisticated anti-missile system, has played a crucial role in intercepting and destroying a significant number of incoming rockets. The system's effectiveness in mitigating casualties and damage has been widely acknowledged. However, the sheer volume and sophistication of Hezbollah's missile launches continue to test the limits of Israel's defensive capabilities.
In Gaza, ambush tactics are a critical component of urban warfare. Palestinian factions have developed sophisticated methods to counter superior military forces.
These tactics often involve the use of tunnels, improvised explosive devices, and hit-and-run attacks, making the urban landscape a challenging battleground.
The dense population and intricate layout of Gaza's neighborhoods further complicate military operations, forcing both sides to adapt continuously.
Understanding these dynamics is essential for comprehending the ongoing conflict and the strategies employed by each side.
Indeed, the constant evolution of tactics in urban warfare underscores the complexity and intensity of the Gaza conflict. Gaza's battlegrounds are, well, a complex mix of urban warfare and guerrilla tactics. Palestinian factions have adapted to the densely packed environment, using it to their advantage in unexpected ways.
The situation in Gaza remains fluid and unpredictable, with both sides employing strategies that evolve rapidly.
The terrain in Lebanon offers a stark contrast to Gaza's urban labyrinth. Here, the rugged mountains and valleys create natural fortifications and hideouts, complicating military operations considerably.
Both regions present unique challenges, forcing military strategists to continuously adapt their approaches.
Israel's military strategies are likely to focus on neutralizing Hezbollah's missile capabilities and cutting off supply lines. Precision strikes and intelligence gathering will be key components.
Hezbollah, on the other hand, will probably continue its asymmetric warfare tactics. Their use of tunnels and hidden launch sites makes direct confrontation difficult for Israeli forces.
As both sides prepare for potential escalations, the strategic chess game continues to unfold, with each move carefully calculated.
The broader implications of potential ceasefire negotiations are, honestly, quite significant. Concessions from both sides could pave the way for a more lasting peace, but the road ahead is fraught with uncertainties.
As negotiations unfold, the world watches closely, hoping for a resolution that brings stability to a region long plagued by conflict.